Well, I'm really glad that the South Suburban Recreational Park guys were parked right next to me, just so conveniently, and just so happened to have the perfect rod in the back of its truck and the perfect freaking little crowbar thingy so I could get in my car because I left my keys in my car again. And then he gave me the little stick thingy. So I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree right now, and I probably have almost $3 in change, and I'm going to use that change to buy some little freaking bungee cords, and I'm going to bungee cord the stick, and I'm going to buy a paint thingy to stick in the door, which I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to attach it to the roof of my car. So that way, if I ever lock my keys in my car again, I can get into my car. But newsflash, you guys can't steal it because you won't have the key. So even if you break in my car and you steal my stuff, I just need my car because my car is my home right now. Lord knows I would not want to sleep on the fucking street. I'm very grateful for my vehicle. I just listened to a very interesting podcast on the lymphatic drainage system. Some of it was a review. I appreciated the review. I really enjoyed learning about the human body at school. So I appreciated the review, but I also learned a couple new things that were rather interesting. And then I had a bunch of questions, but I feel like I already knew the answer to a lot of questions, but a lot of the information I already knew. But it was interesting nonetheless. It's always good to have a refresher of things. What else? I don't know what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving. Usually Kason and I go to dinner, we go out to eat, and then we go to a movie, which we don't really have money for that right now. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some donations for the holiday, which would be fantastic, and then we can at least go have a meal together and go see a movie together instead of just sitting in the car all day because a lot of places are closed. It's wrestling season, and I'm nervous because I'm gonna want to go to all my son's matches since it's his last year wrestling, and because of my plates and insurance situation and the fucking oil gas thing, like I feel like I should go get another oil top off on Friday. I decided I'm gonna go in every 2 weeks and have him top it off until I can fix whatever's wrong with it. But when I do my taxes, I should get my tax returns. When I get my tax returns, I should be able to hopefully be able to pay, I don't know how much it is for insurance for 6 months or a year, but at least be able to hopefully get plates and insurance on my car for at least 6 months. That'll take a lot of stress off of me because every time I get in the car, I get really nervous about that. And then I can get that gas cap fixed too, because Lord knows I fucking need this car. Anyways, what else? I need to redo my hair and rebraid it. It's already so grown out. I'm probably not going to color my roots because it's really difficult to do that. I mean, it's not, but being that I really like to have like mirrors so I can see all the sides, and it's such a process, and I don't know, I might just not do it this time and just use like temporary color and color over the blonde again and do the copper color one more time. I've had the copper color before. I did this like reddish copper color a few years back in like 2020, I think it was, or 2021. I did that color. This color, similar to this color, but I like the blonde, so I always will go back to the blonde. One day I'm going to do brunette again, but not yet. Not until I can get, because dark hair can kind of bring out all the fine lines in your face and stuff. So not until, I'll do the brown again when I get my lip filler fixed and I can get Botox again for my forehead and my eyes. And do my threads and when I get it all fixed, then I'll do it brown for the winter, whenever that is. I don't know when that'll be, but I do want cosmetic face surgery, but you know what? I want to naturally even out all of my face imbalances first before I even consider doing that, because I'm certain that'll make a difference. And then I'll probably just do like a temporal brow lift first for my eyelids. I would like some eyelids. And like Miley Cyrus did, because have you ever seen Miley Cyrus's, if you look up Miley Cyrus before and then you look her up when she was Hannah Montana, and then look her up now, you'll see what I mean by eyelids. She still looks like herself, she just has eyelids. So I'd like to do that, and I'd like to probably get my nose done for sure. I think about doing the lips, because they do this thing where they can lift your lip and make it thicker and wider. Then you don't have to get filler in it. But it's also kind of cool if you can afford people who actually know how to do it to be able to change the shape of them every so often. I've been seeing a lot of Dodge Rams lately, silver ones, and my father had silver Dodge Rams, and so it always makes me think of my father. And then I was just noticing this one has like dualies, and then I also like those little like cutouts. I don't know. Fuck. Somebody told me what the name of it was, and I can't remember. I hate it when I can't remember. It's a specific look that they put over the wheel bed of the tire, and I really, really like it. They put these, it's like these little knots, these little, like those little bolts in it, you know, all the way around the top of the wheel bed. I really like that look on the trucks. I've been noticing a lot of Chevys lately too. I really like Chevy trucks. I like Dodges a lot. I like the Ford Raptors. I really like the Ford Raptors. I also like the you know, the big Fords, like the Optimus Prime. No, that's not Optimus Prime. He's a fucking, that's a truck. There's a specific Ford. I don't know. What is it? The Ford, I want to say maybe a Ford F50. I need to get better at the names of things. I just typically look and I know what it looks like. I'll remember the make of it and what it looks like, but I'm not really good at the year. I'm not really as, I need to get better at remembering the year and the name of the vehicle, because I'm like, oh yeah. But I'm just such an image person, like, or like with songs, like some songs, I know a lot of songs, but I don't know the names, always know the names and the artists, and I want to do better at getting the name and the artist down instead of just saying like, oh yeah, I know the song, because then you know I have all these songs I want to hear, and I'm like, oh, I wish I remembered the name of the song and who sang it. Dang it. I like knowledge. I like learning about all sorts of things. Stupid things, important things, non-important things, history facts. I just love information. I also like the Toyota FJs. I do like the FJs. But, you know, I haven't seen any cool ones lately. And I like Hummers, and I really love Broncos. I've always loved Broncos. Before Broncos even became cool again, I liked Broncos. Now everybody likes them because they're new and trending. But I liked Broncos even before then. My brother had a friend in high school who drove a Bronco, and then they had this, like, Blazer, and they like took the top of it off before you like could take the top of it off. Like I don't know. It was so cool though. I liked it. It was gold. Called him Little Chris. He was a cool kid. He was really short. He was like my size and he was older than me, but I loved that Bronco. That was a really cool Bronco. If any of y'all are my friends from back in the day know what I'm talking about. That he had an older brother too. They lived up the street. I always hung out with my brother and his friends when I was younger. But you know what? Maturity matters, because I was more mature than my brother my whole life, and he's 7 years older than me. And I was more mature and my son's dad is about 7 or 8 years older than me, and I was more mature than him when I was 18. I was more mature than him when I met him. I was more mature than him when we had my son. Which is funny, because I remember we were fighting because he was very irresponsible with his finances, and he refused to listen to me because he thought I was just some young kid, and I just was like, I'm not going to put up with this. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm for sure going to end up being a single mom, because I wasn't going to put up with somebody who's irresponsible.